Hi, I am currently on the road headed to Standish with Harley. This is his 1 week checkup to see if where we have his insulin is good for him, or if he needs it upped, or if he needs it lowered. I'm personally thinking they might want to up it because he's still doing a lot of the drinking and peeing, and that they said that's the sign that his sugar is off. So his sugar must not be totally back on if he's doing that. I need to address yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm normally not like that. The first person that I want to make an apology to is the lady that did say something about me licking my fingers and then breaking up the cheese on top of the macaroni and cheese that I made. I did not want to offend you. I'm sorry that I might have sounded nasty, but no, you did not offend me. I'm sorry if I offended you. I don't see that being a problem. You want to make a comment like that, that is your prerogative. I mean, I'm not upset about that. I really ain't. Now, the one that made the comment about me licking the spoon and tasting the food and then stirring it, or using the spoon twice or something like that, yeah, you pissed me off. That's kind of just how it went. And I got over it. I'm over it already. The funny thing is all my ranting and raving that I did yesterday, spilling my guts about my life, my ex-husbands, my kids, and then the part that irked me is me complaining about not being able to, people criticizing me for how I fix food and stuff like that. Harley, sit down, buddy. Okay, that part was what I initially started the whole video yesterday, was being upset because of people making comments about how I cook in my kitchen to feed my family. I'm not making food for other people, although, just to, clarify things, I did give some of that macaroni and cheese to my son's boss, Jeff, but I kind of know Jeff, and he kind of knows me, so it's not going to bother him that I use. In fact, when I was complaining, I took the food to him, and I was saying about how somebody was complaining about it. He made a comment about, you should turn around and tell them that they're lucky you didn't do something else before you put that spoon in your mouth or something like that. And it was just like, nope, I'm not saying that. But that whole yesterday rant was about people commenting on how I deal with my kitchen and my utensils and using them twice and blah blah blah, and then I go and post those videos, and not 10 minutes after I have them posted, somebody comes on the same video that I was doing the complaining about, the same exact video, and says, you made way too much macaroni and cheese. That bowl is way too small for you to be trying to stir that macaroni and cheese with all those ingredients, and it's like, if you watch the whole video, I just mixed that stuff up in that bowl and poured it into a tin, which was plenty big enough, and I thought the bowl was fine. And then made a comment about, you splashed food on the floor, you splashed food on the counter, you splashed food in the sink, your kitchen is not very organized, and this again. And it's like, okay, if you watch my videos, you will see when I'm getting ready to stop a video before I start it again, one of the first things I say is, okay, now I'm going to clean up this mess. Yes, I will make a mess. I will throw the stuff in the sink as I'm doing it, but as soon as I stop the video, I clean my kitchen. I clean it. And then when I come back, my kitchen is clean. Dishes in the sink or in the dishwasher. Food on the counter or anywhere like that is cleaned up. If something hits the floor, yes, I will do that right away while I'm videotaping, but that's because I got dogs and they don't eat human food. I do not give them human food. So that right there that will get clean. But as for me dumping the noodles into the bowl and them some falling out on the thing, that was an accident, and I'm not gonna worry about that. I will clean it. I didn't use those noodles, they hit the counter. Some of them went in the sink. Those noodles went into the trash as soon as I started to clean. Please do not think that I'm deliberately trying to make people sick or something like that. And comments like that, please pass. Just pass. Don't even, if you're gonna look at the video and see something like that and you don't like something, you don't have to make a comment. Just go like this with your finger and move it to the next video. Boom. You don't even have to watch them. I do want followers. I want tons of followers. I want to walk outside and have people say, oh, I know who you are. I seen your video. That's what I want. But I don't want people that are going to be, oh, I know who you are. Your kitchen is disgusting. How could you fix that food and actually give it to anybody? That's not what I want. Seriously. So I'm trying really hard to not be that much of a person where I'm going to sit and rant and rave about what other people think, because I turn around and say I got thick skin, I can take it. I know that people are like that. For some reason, it's just bugged me. So now what I'm going to do is not worry about that no more. If I start flipping through comments, people leave me comments on my videos, I'm going to look at them. If it's a good comment, I'm going to hit a like to it or a love to it, or I'll even make a little thank you very much or something like that. When I see a bad comment, I'm not even going to do nothing. I'm going to just scroll past it. I'm not going to make a comment. I'm not going to even start to read it. If I start reading something that starts out negative, I'm not even going to finish reading it. I'm not going to let other people burst my bubble. I am in a happy, good place. I am comfortable where I'm at. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, and I'm not going to let somebody try to burst my bubble. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it anymore. Today is Wednesday. I'm headed to Standish. I'm getting ready to come into Pinconning now. If anybody from Michigan knows, I'm headed north. I'm going to get Harley's blood tested. We're going to find out where we're at. We're going to go home. I'm not even sure if Jeff will be there when I get home, because he has golf on Wednesday nights. But the guy that he golfed with last week, his partner, was telling him that he goes in before their league starts and gets in a whole 9 holes before the league. And that kind of gets him warmed up so that when the league actually starts, he's raring to go, other than some of these people who, you just start and the first couple holes aren't that great, and then as you play, you get better. They're going to do a whole 9 holes before the league starts. And he said to me, do you care if I do that? And I'm looking at it as getting him out of the house even earlier on Wednesday than normal. Oh, hell yeah, go honey. Enjoy. That, and I don't have to worry about fixing something to eat, because if I want to eat something, then I just warm it up. I had a craving yesterday. I don't know what it was. One day I was looking for something in the pantry, and that's something else that's going to be coming up pretty soon. I got to do a pantry clean out. That thing, I'm going to have to take everything out of the pantry, everything, and then put it back in. But I want to know what is the better way to do it. Like, I know my bigger items, like my what the hell is that thing called that you plug in? I'm not even going to be able to think of it, but it's like a little appliance. The air fryer. Thank you. See, if I think about it and just keep thinking it and working it out in my head, it'll come to me. My air fryer is big. I wouldn't put that on an upper shelf. That would definitely either be right on the floor where it's at now, or, oh no, it's not on the floor. It's on the first shelf. The one that's on the floor now is not the slow cooker. The slow cookers are all across the top. The canning, the pressure canner, that's what it is. See how I can work my own shit out? It's getting easier. Anyways, we got to do something with that pantry. It is way congested. I need to go through and look at expiration dates on stuff. A lot of stuff, if I'm not going to eat it, it's going to get put into containers for my kids. If my kids don't want it, I'm going to take them to, there's a place that's in downtown Bay City on the other side of the bridge. It's a church. I can't think of where, but they take donations. They take food that non-perishable foods, that like canned goods and stuff like that. They take donations, and if my kids aren't going to take the stuff, then I'm going to donate it, because I've got too much shit in that pantry. Anybody who has seen me open the pantry, I got way too much, and I need to organize it, take everything out of it. That is going to be, before I do that, I'm going to have to figure out how to do the speeding up editing wise, because if I'm going to do that, that's going to be an all day freaking job, and I don't want to. I mean, if I can figure out how to do it and fast forward it through the thing, that's what I'm going to do. But I came across, when I was looking for something, a can of corned beef hash. And for some reason, I don't know what it was, I was just thinking, like frying an egg, getting some corned beef hash, or no, you take a patty, like a hash brown patty, and you cook it, and then you put that like in the center of the plate. Then you've got this corned beef hash, and you scoop that right on top of the hash brown patty. Then you put another hash brown patty on top of that. Then you put some more corned beef hash on top of that, like you're making layers of corned beef hash and hash brown patty. Then when you get to the top, you put egg on top of it. So like when you cut into the egg, the yolk will just start running through all of it. And I was, for some reason, thinking that, my mouth started watering. That would be something really good to make. I mean, I don't know about you, but my mom used to make corned beef hash all the time and fry an egg and throw it on top of it. She used to actually make, she didn't have hash brown patties, she would make hash browns, in a pan, and just scoop a big thing of hash browns out, throw some corned beef hash on it, and fry an egg and put it on top of it. And that's kind of something that I was thinking about fixing. I mean, I still have some of the macaroni and cheese left, which I was thinking about maybe throwing into a container and taking it over to Garth. But I was thinking about the corned beef hash with the hash brown patty and egg on top, and that just sounds so good. Have like a breakfast dinner, but have it with corned beef hash. Doesn't corned beef hash just sound good? I mean, some people don't like it. I'm kind of old school because that's the kind of stuff my mom used to make. Oh my God, I can't. I'm thinking about it and I'm getting hungry. That's how bad that is. But I also, I think if with Jeff being gone today, just opening one can of corned beef hash and just taking a couple, because I have those hash brown patties in the freezer, and then when I open up the container, I just put it in a Ziploc bag, whatever's left, and then when I want one or two, I just pull them out, because usually like if I'm fixing something for me and Jeff, I'll make 3. We each have 1.5, and then he likes his eggs over easy, or or we make an omelet or something like that, or the egg bake. He's done that. We get the liquid egg and do it, but for some reason I want a breakfast dinner, which just sounds good. Now that's one of the things my one son likes to make, is breakfast dinners, and he actually does the eggs and the sausage, and then he won't do bacon because he hates bacon, but he'll make waffles for the kids, so that's one of the things I was kind of thinking about doing. I'm getting ready to come into Standish. Well, actually, I'm getting ready to come past Worth Road, where the gas station is, that's owned by the tribe, the Indian tribe. Anyways, I just wanted to clarify, the lady that was saying about me breaking up the cheese, I do not have nothing against you. I'm not angry with you. I hope you're not angry with me. If you are, I'm sorry. I did not mean to throw that. I don't use names. I don't say any names, so I'm not trying to get anybody to hate somebody. There's this person I don't know, but I talked about her before. Her name is Brittany Kellogg, and she does this every Tuesday. Tuesday, take out the trash day, and she'll go through all her feeds, and where she gets somebody that makes nasty comments about her, she throws them out there. She'll show their picture, their first name. She never shows a last name, but she throws them right out there. Like, I watched one that from yesterday where somebody said a hairbrush and a ton of makeup does wonders or something like that, and then does yikes. And she just threw him right out there. She goes through his thing, and he had like he's a fisherman. He does fishing and stuff like that. And she threw that out there, and it's like, I won't do that. I won't, it's funny when she does it, but she's more of a star. I mean, she's a country western singer. She was on that show last year that had Tyler Sheridan and is it Keith Urban? The ones where they went around and they started out with so many of singers, and then they took one off every week, something like that. They were traveling around in a bus on the road. God, I can't think of it. anyways, she was one of the people that was actually on the bus. She made it all the way, I think, to round the last 3 or the last 4, and then they voted her out, and then there was 3 after her. But something like that. And she does the take out the trash every Tuesday, and it's funny as hell when she does it, because she is taking her garbage can down to the road, and she has her camera set up, and she's even showed where her neighbors take the chair and sit out just to watch her do her little skit where she goes out there. It's funny as hell, and they think she's hilarious, but she'll walk down there, you know, like all attitude, walking down there, pulling this garbage can behind her, and then when she gets down there, she's got this little cup that looks like a little garbage can, and she's got a red thing in it, and at first I thought it was a red straw, but what it is, you know, like a Twizzler, you know what, a red rope or something like that, where she bites off the ends of it so that it's a hollow tube, and she uses it as a straw, and she sticks it in tequila. So she walks down to the edge of her drive, and she's like getting ready to blast somebody, and she's got her little mug, and she's sucking on it with her tequila, and then she just lays it out there. She puts them so far in there, and then she, you know, instead of saying have a nice day or something, they have the day you deserve or something like that. You know, it's like, now you have a day that you deserve. It's hilarious. If you ever want to look her up, her name is Brittany Kellogg, and she is hilarious. Oh, she's funny, and she's good. She's a very good singer. But anyways, off track. I won't blast nobody like that. If somebody does something that really, 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 really hurts my feelings, I probably won't even mention it. Little tidbits. Oh, she licked the spoon, or she used that spoon, and she put. Oh, the other thing. You used that spoon, and all you did was rinse it off. Well, it's because I didn't want to cross-contaminate the next thing that I was going to stick it in, whether it be sour cream or yogurt. That's why I rinsed it off. Normal. If you think I'm going to turn around, and I know I said this yesterday, dishes are not my favorite thing to do. So if you think I'm going to turn around and get a different spoon for every little freaking thing that I'm going to do, no, I'm not going to do that. I won't do that. I'm going around the roundabout here at Standish now. But anyways, I won't blast nobody. I might say this lady or this guy, you know, something like that. But I will not blast nobody. I will not put anybody on the spot. I will not ever use names, and I will never use pictures. I won't do that. And I mean, Brittany does, but that's her thing. I won't blast people like that. I will mention it. I will show irritation when I mention it, but I'm not going to blast people. I won't do that. I promise. But anyways, it's just funny. I was talking about how people are disrespecting and, you know, and say stuff and how they talk to you about this or talk to you about that. And then I turn right around and post the video and go and check. 10 minutes is all it took. And there was another person on there complaining about something I did in the same video, even the same freaking video, not the one that I just posted, but the one that I posted the day before when I was making the mac and cheese. That's the video that somebody was complaining about, that the bowl was too small, you should have had a bigger bowl, and you made way too much lady, you don't know who I was making that mac and cheese for. Why are you saying I made way too much? How do you know? Nothing goes to waste. I don't throw nothing out. We either eat it or we give it to my kids. My kids are my kids. They might be adults and not live in the house, but they're still my kids. And my grandkids. My grandkids could come to my house and get into anything they want because they know I would let them have it. So I don't want to hear, you know, you made way too much. How do you know how much? How do you know who I was feeding? You know, whatever. I'm not going to get jacked out of joint again on that. I'm going through, I need to slow down. I'm going through Standish 150. And I believe you're not supposed to be going that fast. Oh, there's some nice cars. I wonder if they're having a car show around here or something. Anyways, it looks like I'm going to make it in plenty of time. Get Harley looked at. I will come back later. If I decide to do that breakfast dinner, I think that would be a good one to make a video on. I mean, you wouldn't have to add like salt or anything because corned beef hash has a lot of salt in it. But I like corned beef hash. It was good. You know, I remember that having it when I was growing up. And I know I've got it because I pulled it out one time when I was in the pantry doing something. And I'm looking at, when did I get this? And I look at the date. It's real good. So I think I'll do that. But anyways, I'm getting ready to turn here at the light in Standish on 61 to head to our vet to get my boy checked out. I will let everybody know the results. I might do a video on my way home, seeing as I like doing videos when I'm driving. I wish I had my car so I could have the magnet holder for the phone so I don't have to hold it, because I am holding it right now, which is kind of illegal. But oh, King's Dish, I wonder what that is. Looks like a new place. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video for now. Stop complaining and bitching and whining. I'm not like that. I'm normal, happy, bubbly, whatever. Today it doesn't seem that bad out. It says it's 81, but it's supposed to be like tomorrow is supposed to be really bad. Really bad. That was loud. So I'm gonna let everybody go now. I'm gonna come back later, tell you the results. I hope everybody's having an awesome day. Smile, somebody loves you. Bye.